So today I'm interviewing Trevor Schott, and your first question is, what do you think about instant replay?
Hi, I'm Trevor Schott, and instant replay. Are you asking me how it affects the game?
Yes.
Well, I think it affects the game in a good way and a bad way. Because for the good, you get spot on calls every time, and in the bad, it kind of takes away the human aspect of the game. I mean, if you have instant replays and you get the spot on call every time, why need umpires? Like, I don't know, man. That's what I think about instant replays.
Question number 2.
Dude, what are
Question
you doing?
number 2 for Trevor Schott is, what do you think about StatCast?
You see, with StatCast, that would have been E6 on me, alright? I think StatCast is pretty good because you can see the player's progress, you can see the errors, the mistakes, same thing. You can see what they're doing good, you could correct their swing, and different things like that. So yeah, I think StatCast is good, and it helps develop the game really well. Yeah.
Last question for Trevor Schott is, what do you think about the pitch clock?
Pitch clock. I think it's good and bad. Because it's good because it speeds up in the game in a way, if you know what I mean. It's bad because it speeds up the game, if you know what I mean. Like, I mean, you don't want to be rushed up there when you're thinking about what to throw the batter, you know. And yeah, that's kind of my take on pitch clock. Shout out Jude Drizmecki. I see you out there, buddy. What's your teacher's name? Campbell.
Thomas.
Yeah, Miss Thomas. 7th period, you know.
Hi, my name is Russell Mitchell, and for my sophomore project, I found opinions on the new technological advances in baseball. And for my world perspective, I chose formation of cultural and personal thought. I chose formation of cultural and personal thought from my world perspective because in the game of baseball, everyone has their own opinion. Like me, personally, I have my own personal thought about the game and what should go on, what new should it bring to the game, what rules they should take out, and I'm probably not going to have the same opinion as anyone else because there's so many different opinions and thoughts that anyone else could have. And also because like cultural thought, if you watch the MLB, there's players from all over the country, all over Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Asia, even Europe sometimes, also Canada and Mexico. And it's crazy to think that baseball is played all around the world and everyone comes together to come play in the MLB, and it just shows like baseball is a culture around the world. Adding on to my world perspective of cultural and personal thought, I just want to go over that Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, they live and breathe baseball there. Like, it's what they do for a living, and it's their way out, per se, because, as you know, those countries aren't very wealthy. They're not in the best shape, not the best place to live in, if you're an average person. And baseball is their way out to get back into to get to the U.S. to make a lot of money. And, I don't know, we can watch people from those countries play the game of baseball, and it's crazy because the way that they play baseball, they play it passionately, like super passionately, because it's what they grew up with. It's their way of life. And it really shows because if you watch the MLB today, you can tell that those players love to be there. And because you can tell that players from other countries in the U.S., like, they play a lot differently. Like, some play with swag, some play with passion, some play with, like, they just don't want to be there. It's all different, like, depending on what kind of baseball culture you came from. My expectations coming into this project were that there was going to be a lot of conflicting opinions because I interviewed younger kids, as in my age, as in 16 years old. Then I interviewed some coaches and my dad who are older than us, like 30 plus. So I would have thought that they would have differing opinions on the game because they've been playing it longer than we have, because we've only been around the game for so long, and they've been around it for a long time. So this project was kind of hard. I mean, it was kind of hard to find time to do it, but I'm glad I took the time to do it because I really learned a lot. I learned that baseball, it's crazy because it connects so many people around the world. I mean, if someone likes baseball just as much as you do, it's so easy to, like, you can talk forever about it. Like, when I was interviewing some of my coaches after the interview, I talked to them for a good 30, 45 minutes after because we were just so intrigued that we both knew so much about the game and everything. And also with my peers, my friends that I interviewed, we just had conversations about it. Like, man, like, I can't believe we both like have the same opinion, or how it's crazy just how baseball connects people, and it's just amazing that older and younger generations can connect through it because we both love the game of baseball. So going back to my interviews, what I could have done differently is probably ask more questions and probably had them give a longer answer maybe. And I don't know, I could have asked more in-depth questions too as well. And I probably should give myself more time to do this project, but I don't know.